Hi, Terry VanNoy. Welcome to Math Class with Terry V. Hope this video helps you out, and if you enjoy it, please share it, comment, or like it. And you can also go to my website, MathPowerLine.com. It's a math resource blog, lesson videos for students, and other resources for parents and teachers. Give me a call or go to my website or email. All right, let's go to today's lesson. In this video, we're going to continue looking at the properties of logarithms, okay? The previous video, we talked about these properties here. There's three main ones, and it's all about taking a logarithmic expression or function and expanding it. Well, in this video, the problems I'm going to give you to try is where we condense it. So we're going to go from the expanded version to a condensed version, okay, going in reverse. So remember that we talked about this product rule here, which becomes an addition problem. You can see that example there. Hopefully you watched that previous video. If we have a logarithm base a of a exponent function, then we can bring that exponent in front right there and make a product out of it. Or if we have a quotient there, we can split it up with a subtraction sign. So those are the three ideas, and we want to now be able to condense these. Alright, so 31 through 36, as you can see here, I want you to take some time, if you're ready, on a piece of paper to compress these or condense these back together again using those three properties I just showed you. Go ahead. Alright, for number 31, let me work this out with you. I think a nice little trick or a tip to use is to focus on what you're taking the logarithm of. So I know there's a 6 there, but ignore that for a second. You have log base 7 of that expression, which happens to just be x, and here you're taking the log of that expression, which happens to be y. Then we can kind of isolate what's going on here. Notice the 6 there can be put right there as an exponent. So now it's x to the 6th, and you're taking log base 7 of that. Okay, and then we have an 18 in front there, which becomes the exponent on the y. So now we have log base 7 of y to the 18th. Alright, so we've taken care of the exponent part. Now we focus on the subtraction, and what does that mean? Right, that's going to be a quotient. So we compress it together using a quotient or a fraction. So there's your final answer. Now let's move on to the other problems and see how you did. Alright, here's our final answer. Notice that we have log 8 in both cases. Something I should have mentioned earlier is make sure that you have the same base, or we can't use this property. So this 12 becomes the exponent there, and this 4 becomes the exponent there. So now we have 11 to the 12th power, 7 to the 4th power, right? Now, because of the addition there, that shows that you have to make it as a product. So there's our final answer. All right, let's look at two more. All right, for 33, notice that we have the log of z and x and y, and so we can kind of focus on that and see what's going on there. And the base number is not showing, it's just plain log. So what log is it if you don't see a number? That's right, it's always log 10. It's such a common base to work with in a logarithm that it just gets left out, and it's an assumed 10. So log base 10 of z plus 1/3 log base 10 of x, we could rewrite that as 1/3, and I will in just a second, plus 1/3 log base 10 of y. So here it is written as a fraction, and remember that that is a product that we're showing there, and so that 1/3 now becomes x to the 1/3 power, and 1/3 here becomes y to the 1/3 power. And if you remember your exponent rules here, if it's a fractional exponent, it becomes a root. So that's why, and it's, notice the addition there. So we have log base 10 of z times the cube root of y, cube root of x, and that's all part of the logarithm that we're taking. Okay? So a little confusing there. I hope you did okay. Now let's look at number 34. Alright, so we're taking log base 2 of u, log base 2 of v, and we have a 12 in front, which becomes the exponent there, a 2 in front, which becomes the exponent there, And what's that addition mean? Right, when we condense it, it becomes a product. So that's why those are squished together there. V squared u to the 12th, and it's a common base, so we can put it together. Log base 2 of that expression right there. All right, and finally 2 more to see how you did. Number 35, notice the log bases are the same. Log base 6, log base 6, log base 6. And here it's C, and then A, and then B. All right, so let's kind of analyze this. We have some additions here, which will condense into multiplication. And here this is 1/3 and 1/3, similar to the previous problems. So let's write it with the fractions and keep going. Now we have log base 6 of C plus 1/3 log base 6 of A plus 1/3 log base 6 of B. Now the 1/3 gets put in as an exponent there, so now we have A to the 1/3 power and B to the 1/3 power, and of course we know that's really the cube root. And the addition again is condensing it into multiplication, so we have C times cube root of A times cube root of B, and then we can put it all together in parentheses, and the simplest expression for this whole thing is right there. All right, I hope that kind of challenged you a little bit. Now in this one, I noticed the subtraction. I noticed the bases are both base 9, so that's good. And now I have the 5 here, which makes that x to the 5th. That's that right there. And this 20 becomes y to the 20th. And again, the subtraction means a quotient, so we write it as a fraction. All right, so we're condensing a log expression into a simpler log expression using those properties. All right, well this is the end of the regular videos, and also part of this series we have 2 videos as a self-quiz. So grab a piece of paper and click on the link that you'll see here in the lower right corner and move on to the self-quiz and test yourself, see how you did. Thanks a lot for watching. All right, there you have it. I invite you to go to my website now, MathPowerLine.com, or email me or give me a call. The way I work best with students is live online in my classroom. So if I can help you in any way, answer some specific questions, the first lesson with me is free as I show you how everything works. All right, study hard and take care.